Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We're going to sign. 45. Mike, 45. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. 80 weapons. 36.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this throw caught left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, Wahoo! 53, check 53. Quarterback, don't get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 4, check 4.
try and run for it with Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Smooth. 53, Mike 53. Exit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
It moves to second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
You draw quarters.
He's coming. We got double up. Mike, 53, Mike. I got you.
Protein spill.
Hey, Jack.
Second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
53, check 53.
Topper. Shoot.
On second down, it's Peterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up first and 10 at the 16. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch QB draw.
Second and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 50, plant.
It's been a long day for you.
Bravo.
57's the mic. Right. 57.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Avery Williamson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Zoo. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Charlie.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break that? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Jones, 29 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for it, and he took it to the house.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check pass.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll look to throw.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ready.
57's right.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Jets' 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
53's Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Hatchet, hatchet.
Hey, Haywood. Step.
Second and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frank. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead?
Go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
52. 52's the mic. Watch the slant.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Watch out.
General West. Hit it.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On second down, Peterson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
29 is Mike. Mike, 29. 3 buzz.
Get it.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3 buzz.
Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On first down, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, watch the ball. Double time.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Darnold down to throw. And an alley to run. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Peterson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
6-6, pull it hard.
Again, Peterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Come on, D.
Mike, snap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peterson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Check. 45 to Mike. Ready?
From his own goal line, Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Go. Go. Man, 80. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Switch.
On first down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Running right, Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Get off the field.
Ready, go.
Bang.
80 weapons.
Check 24. Check 24.
And ready.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check. Watch
Take 3. 218. Chopper.
Check 3.
Hut. 5.
They run again with Peterson. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Ready.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Mike 29. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 29 is the Mike. Check.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Frank. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Not here. He's checking.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Balaj. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And right in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 31 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Switch it. Hey, exit. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
To throw is Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Delta. Mike 52. Heavy on the edges. Hey, 80. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Switch that.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I got one.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Check 53 is Mike. I got one.
Go. Leave middle.
Now Balaj. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
6 guys. Check 6 coming.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, break. 57, Mike 57. Rip right, rip right. I'll go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Everyone got 4. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. So we got.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
What I?
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 57's the mic. Mike 57. Hey, let's get off.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you're feeling real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who traveled to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive.